everybody. Welcome to another edition of NCW, also known as New Comic Wednesday. If you haven't been with us before, we chat for a few minutes every Wednesday about Zenescope's news releases. If you don't know who I am your NCW host, Amber. And, I was going to make a comment about maybe how June is Diamond Month my birthstone's actually Pearl. I think June is Pearl. So next time, Casey, we need pearls, but I'd like to shine bright like a diamond. Anyway, today we're not really going to be talking about a new release. We're going to be talking about a series of releases that released together for our latest graphic novel, which is Grimm Fairy Tales Odyssey. And I will be bringing on our publisher, Dave Franchini, who, if you don't know who he is, he came on last Wednesday, so I'm sure you all know who he is. He's currently in the backstage, and we'll be chatting with him in a little bit. To find out where Zenescope's latest releases are, you can go to our web store, go to zenescope.com, press new releases, and then any release that you see in the start going backwards will be everything that's been released for every single Wednesday, because we only do releases on Wednesdays. But what if we ever did a release on Thursday? I don't know. It wouldn't be called NCW anymore. It'd be called NCT. Side note. Okay, so to get our newest releases, you can go to our web store. You can also go to Comixology, or you can head to your local comic shop and check out whatever's on the new release rack, unless you have a subscription, or you can ask for a subscription for whatever is coming out. On top of that, to make sure that you never miss an NCW, you never miss a copy with Casey and Noah, you never miss a VCon, etc. Make sure that you subscribe, you press the notification bell, and you can check out all of our content on our YouTube. And as always, so other people can find out about Zenescope's news releases, make sure that you like, you comment, you react, however you do the things that you do so people find out about us. Excited to spend Wednesday with everybody like I do every Wednesday for Zenescope's news releases. So today, like I said, we'll be talking about our latest graphic novel. This graphic novel is going to be a little bit different than the other graphic novels you guys are used to, i.e. our last release where we talked about Robin Hood Justice, we talked about Unbound this year. Those usually only carry issues between 1 through 6, or however that storyline is. Like Man Goat and the Bunny Man was only issues between 1 through 3. With this graphic novel, the reason why it is $29.99 is because it is what we like to call a double-sized graphic novel. So you're going to get more issues in this, I believe at least 12, but I will be chatting with Dave a little bit more to ask him these very involved questions. Well, I see it says Grimm Fairy Tales 26 through 37. So if we do the math really quick, okay, 11, it seems like. Unless we count those as individual. I don't know. I'll bring Dave on in a second. So I like to bring Dave on, as you all know, to talk about the covers that we have. However, there's only going to be one today. It's just one cover, and that will be the cover that we have for Grimm Fairy Tale Odyssey. So without further ado, I am going to bring Dave on. Hello, Dave.
Oh, only one cover? Only one cover.
Oh, so you can pick your favorite on here.
I don't know. There's all these other covers in the book too.
That's fair. I was getting to that, but let's start out with the cover that we have.
But if I had to pick one off the shelf, I'd pick this one.
I was going to say, so why did we select this cover? Because it's your
actually
favorite. We finally did it, everybody. We've unveiled Dave's favorite cover.
Actually, it's the first cover on the first issue of this story. It's the first cover.
Is that how we decided to pick it?
It was a little bit of that, and actually Chris normally Chris will just grab the trade covers and kind of pick his favorite. So this is probably Chris's favorite. And then he puts it on there, and that's how it got on there. Not saying I don't love the cover. I think the cover is awesome. I love me some Gibo and Ivan.
I thought that we finally I was like, wow, I'm not even going to bring this up to Dave. I'm going to do it live so he doesn't know that I finally defeated the system. And then I did it.
Never. Maybe not never, but not anytime soon.
What a loss. So, but not a loss because it's a great cover. Our only cover. But as Dave mentioned, in all of our graphic novels, especially our double-sized graphic novels, you will get to see all of the covers that we have for all of the issues that were released.
Yep. At the end of each chapter.
Bam. Beautiful. So as Dave looks through, I will read the synopsis. The legacy has been passed on. The Age of Camelot, which we'll be chatting about in a second, has come and gone. Sky Mather's Odyssey begins here. The realms of power are in chaos after the fallout from the Age of Camelot. Now truly alone for the first time in her life, Sky Mathers must figure out a way to save her mentor, Shang, and still fulfill her role as guardian, protecting the Nexus from old and new threats. Teaming with new allies, she will face her biggest test yet as she goes on an odyssey to restore the balance to the Grimm universe. So I guess part one is, why is it called Odyssey?
Because it is a journey that she is going on. Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah, it's basically that was the whole thing. It's like I always like the Odyssey, like the Iliad and the Odyssey, and kind of where Odysseus goes on his quest to different worlds and different places and different creatures and different allies to basically get home again. That's essentially kind of what this is, but it's more about trying to bring back her father figure, her mentor, home again. So it's not just a selfish, like, she got lost, let's get home. It's like, let's find a way to get him home.
So Odyssey comes after our other double-sized graphic novels. Do you want to talk a little bit about Camelot, Age of Camelot, Legacy, and what comes before? No, okay.
Today's Odyssey Day? Yeah. So basically, I mean, you needed Legacy, and Legacy kind of started the second volume of Grimm Fairy Tales, and it really honed in on Sky's story. So then you get those first 12 issues of that, kind of reintroduces you to the Sky and gives you her world and her perspective of trying to take over as guardian of the Nexus. But during that time, she has Shang there to help her. And then the Age of Camelot kind of brings Merlin and all these new characters, villains and heroes alike, into this world, and it kind of gives her first real big challenge of taking on this like world-ending, almost apocalyptic like level power. And she essentially comes out on top, but in the end loses her rock, her mentor, the person she always goes to for information. So this is the first time she's actually been alone, and it stems right off the edge of it comes right from the end of Age of Camelot. So this is like her dealing with not having Shang, just like I just dealt with right there with not having Amber. It was very, but no, yeah. So it's Sky dealing with not having Shang and trying to move past that, but also try to bring him back because, like, to her knowledge, he's not dead. He's just missing.
Sorry, there was a blip in the Matrix. So
I saw. It felt like you were Shang for a moment.
So is Legacy or is Odyssey? Sorry, is Odyssey the first telling of your, additional story arc of taking over Grimm Fairy Tales?
Yeah, this is literally like issue 26 was my first issue of Grimm, like of the main series that I wrote, and yeah, it starts basically. This is where I started my my run on Grimm. So like right now, we're going up to the annual 2020 annual, but Grimm 62. So I'm almost at like 30 something issues of Grimm. But yeah, it starts here. So Odyssey starts here, and it kind of we kind of just build onto it. We just keep building with building Sky's journey and kind of developing her as a character and kind of seeing who she really is. Like before, she used to just be Sky's daughter, or she was just a student at Arcane Acre. Like she was still a main character, but this is her kind of like taking on all the responsibility and not being able to lean on anybody else, like any of her friends.
So double-sized graphic novels, why is it that, when maybe you don't know the answer to this, but where did we decide to say, like, okay, this is the size of a graphic novel, or an average of a 1-3 or a 1-6? And then when we got to this storyline, we were like, why did we decide that we didn't want to split this up into 2 graphic novels and just do one instead?
I mean, there's a few answers there. Like the reason we would do like 1-3 or 1-5 is really just it would collect the entire story arc. So it would be like, hey, we did Gretel, a 5-issue series. We're going to collect that all 5 issues into a graphic novel. Like that was the whole reason behind that. And I mean, DC's been doing it, Marvel's been doing it, everybody's been doing it for years. But with these things, with Odyssey and like with Grimm Fairy Tales, we started making the Grimm Fairy Tale Volume 2 almost like 12 issue arcs. So Legacy was 1 through 12. Age of Camelot was 13 through 25, but then it was also the annual and the giant size of that year. So like it was technically, and you look at it, it's really like 16 issues worth of content in one book. And then this one was another 12 issue arc, but in reality it was like 13 and a half because it was like issues 26 to 37, but then it was also the annual, which was a double-sized book. So, and the reason we wouldn't split these in two, I mean, a lot of the things too, it's kind of sales oriented. Like a lot of it is more, we're trying to push away from putting numbers on the side of a book. We don't want it to make it hard for new readers to be like, I only see volume 2. Where's volume 1? And so like splitting this in half would have been like, all right, Odyssey volume 1, Odyssey volume 2. But like there's a lot of like things that go into it. It's like you don't want to daunt people where they're like, oh, the store doesn't have volume 2 in it, or say we sell it a volume 1 and we can't reprint it because we don't have room to reprint it or something like that. So it's like it leaves you unable to move the second half of the story, or it leaves some people not able to read the whole story. So it's really just stuff that we learned over time because we've done it where we split big story arcs into 1 or 2 volumes or 3 volumes, and we run into those problems. So it's really just us evolving and adjusting to it, and it's the same. It's the mentality that we're doing throughout the entire publishing line. Is like we're trying to hopefully give everything we release, whether even if it's a mini series or like the mini series and the Grimm Fairy Tale ongoing are the only exceptions. But we're trying to make it where every book that people pick up is a standalone story that everybody can jump on, and not have to really like dig through everything else beforehand, and they can just jump in here. So that's basically the long-winded version of all those answers.
No, that's fine. I just give the context because if an average fan or a new fan would when they come to shows, I'll give some like quick background. Dave actually mentioned something really, really smart that I didn't realize, but when people come to shows, a lot of our people who come up to the booth are just new readers, or they've read a different storyline of ours, whether Van Helsing, Robin Hood, etc., and they see the double-sized graphic novels, and if they're hardcore readers, a lot of times their eyes shift to those because they're like, oh, I'll get a long ongoing series. But many of what deters them away, which Dave kind of mentions, is the numbers. And so when they see it, they're like, oh, I don't know Grimm Fairy Tales. Where do I start? Do I start with Legacy? Do I start with Camelot? And something that we do really well here, and Dave and team does really well, is that you can pick up any of the graphic novels that we do, whether a double size, etc., and you'll get an entire story arc. And we'll also give you backstory in those characters, so you have an idea of like, okay, I know who this person is, even though I didn't read the first like Age of Camelot, or I read all of these out of order, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and the main hope is that you read this and you're like, I want to know more. So I like, not that I need to know more, but more like I want to know more about that character. I'm going to pick up the 2 other stories just because I want more of this character. Like, and that's the hope. I mean, is it always successful? I don't know. I mean, it's we hope it is.
Yeah. So I think I really enjoy. I'll be honest. I did not finish Odyssey yet, but that's just only because these double size take a little bit of time, Dave. I'm sorry.
These issues have been here forever. How dare you? It's okay.
Also quick fun fact about Odyssey. So if you guys committed to our Kickstarter that we did with the coloring books, the John Royal coloring book, the Artist Spotlight, we did have an option where you could also get Odyssey. We did an option for all of the double-sized graphic novels. So if you have one of those, if they are not already fulfilled, they should be getting fulfilled soon.
Yeah, I think most of those orders are pretty much out there. I think. I don't know.
Aaron just brought up a good point, which was he started with Grimm Fairy Tales Volume 2, and he didn't read Legacy, and was able to kind of hop right in.
Awesome. All right, so we're 1 for 1. We're good.
And now I hope you're reading Legacy, Aaron. If you're not, come see us at a convention where we do, we have special pricing, and we do it every so often on the web store too, but our special convention pricing for double-sized graphic novels is that will be 2 for $50. So
plus, Aaron comes in here once in a while, so like next time he comes in, we have to harass him and make him get the other books.
I was just saying that though because I'm not really in the office anymore, so I don't get to see Aaron. But if Aaron comes to a convention, there's a good chance I'll see him. This was my own biased my biased opinion.
I got you.
And now you've unveiled it. So thanks, Dave.
No problem.
So after Odyssey, what is the next story arc name that we can expect for Grimm Fairy Tales?
Well, I mean, it's already done. I mean, with COVID and everything, it pushed all of our graphic novels back literally like almost 2 years. So we're playing catch up now. Like this is this is issues 26 through 37. We literally just sent issue 61 to print.
Yeah, like, and it also collects the 2022 annual. So my assumption is that these were released in maybe 2019, 2020.
Well, these, it was a 2020 or was it 2019? I can't remember. You came with the 2020 annual. So yeah, the end of the arc. So it probably started in 2019 and it went into 2020. And then so the next arc that we'll collect, it'll probably be sometime earlier next year. It'll be because we already have all the paper, like the graphic novels mapped out for this year, and we actually have to map the next set out by August. Just breaking stuff in here. We got to map out the next thing by August, so we'll probably have the next arc sometime early next year, which will be it's Grimm Fairy Tales, the Dark Book, and that collects issues 38 through 50.
50 through 50.
Yep. And then the arc after that, that's the Fractured Universe arc, and that's the one that we're finishing up. It'll be finished up in July or August.
It's so funny that you just said through 50 because all I thought was 25 because I always screw up Bell Annual and say it's 25.
That's the real 50. We're getting close to 50 on Bell. We're in the 30s.
We're making our way. So if you guys want to be one of the first ones to have this in hand, in copy, outside of ordering from our web store, we will be taking these to San Diego Comic-Con. So if you're planning on going to San Diego Comic-Con, you will get Odyssey there. And I don't know if you know, but the writer will actually be at our booth to sign it.
Oh my God. I didn't know.
Kind of a big deal, though.
Who?
The writer.
That'll be fun. That'll be good. I hope people get out there to San Diego. Should be fun. It's always a good time.
Yeah, we're going to talk about San Diego in a sec, but I don't know. I don't want to really spoil too much or dive too much into this story because I want people to get the opportunity to read it. And if we started, there'll be just 100 questions because obviously there are so many different issues. So I just wanted Dave to kind of give you guys a rundown of what a double-sized graphic novel is, what you can expect. But if you do want to try to get some backstory outside of Odyssey, like we mentioned, we have Age of Camelot on our web store. We have Legacy. I know if you want to go all the way back, I think we have the digital chip cards of the Omnibus for Grimm Fairy Tales on our web store. I don't know if I'm missing anything else.
We have everything on our web store, basically, that you'll need. All the single issues that come out after this. So if you want to keep reading after, like if you don't want to wait for the next graphic novel to come out, you can buy the single issues. Yeah. So, I mean, the choice is yours.
Never read us before. If you jump in and read Odyssey first, Dave and publishing team does a fantastic job giving you the correct backstory that you need to at least understand what's going on in the story arc.
Well, thank you. We try. So
thanks,
thank you.
Dave.
We try.
I don't know when I'll have you on again. I'm probably going to try to ask Joe to see if he can come on for Children of Darkness, but probably within the next couple of weeks, Dave will be back on here.
Yeah, I'm becoming a regular. I don't know if I like this.
You are. I want to try to bring on David again really soon to talk more about publishing, but I mean, you wrote this story. You wrote the last story. I feel like you're writing every story.
No, just the ones that I write.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, because next coming up will be Children of Darkness, the Robin Hood Annual, and then after that, the Tales of Terror Quarterly. That's the back to school issue.
Who wrote that?
That one was actually like 6 different writers. So 6 different writers. You can have all 6 of them on at once.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
That would be
a lot of them were actually I think 4 of them were the guys that are the writers that submitted at New York Comic-Con last year. So like some of the stories that were pitched there are in that story, and then we had the writers that didn't, maybe their story wasn't right for that story. We had them write on stories that we created for that book.
So quick context of what Dave is talking about. At New York Comic Con, we gave any person the opportunity to pitch us a Grimm Tales of Terror story, and we did select a winner, but we did take other people's story concepts as well, and with the hopes of publishing. So it looks like that story arc will be coming out very, very soon.
Yep, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Yep.
Oh no, did I freeze or did I?
You didn't, but now you did.
Well, that's embarrassing.
Well, hello.
Hello. I have an announcement, but I'm waiting till. Oh, Amber's back. I just didn't want you to be all by yourself.
I'll freeze. I was just like,
all right. Am I frozen?
I don't know what's going on today lately, but okay. Well, I guess I'm just having a weird connectivity issue today. So goodbye, Dave. I have a very short window.
Thanks. I'll see you. Bye.
Thank you for joining us. Okay, Ralph, now please come back on. I didn't wrap up what I was going to say, but in case I fall off, Ralph will just be on here.
Hello.
Hello. Sorry.
Amber just texts during the
I
show.
wasn't. I'm getting a phone call, and it's kind of
like hello, and then you're just texting.
Fine. I wasn't. Anyway, so Ralph, you were on NCW. What was you going to say? You know what? Bye, Ralph. Okay, so welcome again. You guys are joining us. We were talking about Grimm Fairy Tales, Odyssey, the double-sized graphic novel. You can get it in our web store right now. I just had our writer Dave Franchini on, which is really awesome. And oh my God, our co-founder Ralph Tedesco came out of nowhere. Ralph, what are you doing on NCW?
I don't know. Wait,
what is this background?
Who's this?
Is this Buffy?
Buffy.
Buffy is very small.
Buffy's first time on the stream.
Hello, Buffy. This is the first time I've even seen Buffy. You haven't brought Buffy on any of her calls. This is lame.
Do you want to interview Buffy?
I would. Buffy, is your name Buffy after Buffy the Vampire Slayer, or is it after something else?
Buffy. She's very shy.
Buffy's very shy. Hi, Buffy. Very small.
Buffy.
Whenever you talk about Buffy, I thought Buffy was like tank size.
No, she's 4.5 pounds.
Wow.
Right now. So there's Buffy. Tank is too big to sit on my lap now.
My cat, just so you know, is over 3 of her. How much does Tank weigh? Does my cat weigh more?
Tank is 29 pounds, I think.
No, Sombra's he's sleeping over. He's a little sweet baby.
Tank's got like 1% body fat. Tank's like the most ripped Frenchie I've ever seen. Anyway, what is my background, you ask?
Yes.
It is a red carpet. The reason being.
Well, I assumed that's where we were headed.
The reason being, we have an announcement to make. Are you ready?
Yes.
We've talked about it before, but this is very exciting. Tickets to the East Coast VIP event 2022, September 23rd and 24th. Those are the dates. Tickets go on sale in 1 week from today.
Casey, where's the confetti?
I don't know. Oh, there it is. Casey, confetti. On top of that, so what we're doing is we have 3 guest artists coming for sure. We're trying to add more right now. Ale Garza. We have Keith Garvey coming to the East Coast event. He was at the West Coast, but he's coming to East Coast. And then, of course, Elias Chatsouris is coming. So 3 guest artists will be in attendance at the East Coast VIP event. VIPs, if you're watching, tickets go on sale next Wednesday at noon. The first 48 hours of ticket sales, first 48 hours, we're doing 10% off. Confetti.
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 Confetti. Oh, look, I knew this
10% off
first one
ticket
asked.
sales. We don't know yet. We still don't know. I'm trying to get Sun. But we will have this cover. Wait, hold on. I'll show you. Now, there's going to be in each ticket price is going to be a Garvey, a Garza, and a Chazudis cover included with the ticket price. However, we do have an Ebass and a Sun, couple covers that you guys will have first access to. I'm going to show you a sneak peek because this is on our graphic. So that's the Philly VIP event. That's the Sun cover that will be available at the event. Hopefully Sun can make it. We're trying. We're 50-50 on Sun. I don't want to announce it like last time and then have her cancel. So right now we're not announcing Sun. You're getting early bird pricing, 10% off ticket sales the first 48 hours only. So from next Wednesday to next Friday, you will have the ability to purchase the tickets for the event and have 10% off of each ticket. Do you want to see the tickets?
Sure.
It's very exciting.
Are they tickets or are they badges?
Well, these are the tickets. Boom. You might notice a cover up there that might be available at the show as well. That's the Philly VIP ticket. What is that? What is this?
That so clearly looks like an Eagles homage cover.
Homage cover. And there's the platinum ticket. The gold ticket will include the three covers that we don't yet have available to see. And then a fourth cover, if you get the platinum, is a showcase. Same thing we did in Vegas. So if you guys went to Vegas, you will know what you got. You got the 3 covers for the gold ticket. You got the extra showcase cover, ultra limited showcase with the platinum ticket. So the difference being the 10% off first 48 hours tickets go on sale. Any questions? Any comments? Eagles just belling some.
She has a very specific green color, okay?
Green.
And it's very
Amber's
similar.
Amber's getting post-traumatic stress disorder.
But this color is a little bit better than that color. I'm just saying, not this color. So
any questions from anyone watching? Any questions from Amber? Any questions from Casey? Yes, Amber.
So you said that the VIP tickets will go on sale. What if you want to attend the event and you're not a VIP?
Well, you better become a VIP. You will have the ability to buy a VIP ticket and a VIP membership together. We'll bundle it, and you're going to save $20. So that'll also be available on next week. So if you're not a VIP and you want to join VIP to make the VIP event, wait until next Wednesday till it goes on sale, and then you get 10% off on top of that.
Do you want to tease anything else?
Or +1. Yes. +1.
You just tease it that, you'll have Garza, Elias, and Keith Garvey at the event. Is there anything else that you want to tease? Anything that we'll be doing? Or are you keeping that hush-hush?
We know Friday night we're going to have some sort of a get-together, casual get-together on Friday. We just don't know where. Everything's going to be in Center City, Philly. So we'll post it on our site, like hotel recommendations. We love +1 hotel recommendations and stuff like that where the event will be held. Yes, Amber.
I have a suggestion.
Yes.
Okay, what if instead of us all getting separate hotels, or instead of, all the fans getting separate hotels, we rent out an entire hotel and then we act out a murder mystery, like one of our Grimm Tales of Terror events. We all stay at the same place, but then someone also dies.
So we really kill someone, is what you're saying.
I don't know. Do we commit to it? Maybe, maybe not.
Wow. This is you're really
Ralph's not sold on this. If
you're really scaring me.
Together, oh my God.
Think about it.
Werewolf game.
Murder mystery.
If there is, I will not be playing it.
Maybe I do want to do a murder mystery. I just don't want to kill anybody. So Friday night we'll be downtown. And then somewhere to be determined. Amber and I are working on a couple options. And then Saturday is the event itself at the center of architecture and design. We had it there in 2019. So if you guys came to the 2019 VIP event, it's the same place as that. It's just going to be a little bit bigger and a little bit better. What's up?
So I know for the other VIP event, we put tickets on sale and we talked on NCW a couple of times about what is going to happen at the event. Are we going to host a separate stream before tickets go on? I can't.
Are you asking Buffy or are you asking me?
Look at that. I can't. Are we going to host a separate stream before tickets go on sale about the VIP event? Or is this the, hey, this is the...
It's going to be, hey, this is it.
So this happening. Are you going to come to NCW next Wednesday to maybe talk about a little bit more?
We're going to be, we have the June virtual.
Oh, the VCon, that's right.
So we'll talk about the VCon as well. So tickets will be going on sale at noon Eastern on Wednesday. Escape room have to buy 5Z rated to be set free. I think we can most of our VIPs would do that. Yeah, so they'll go on sale, but we'll talk about it during the VCon as well. And then,
if you guys were at the VIP event, sorry to cut you out. If you were at the VIP event, comment like what you really liked about it in the West Coast, or if you were at Philly, a couple years ago. We'd love to see a lot of fans there. It's a great opportunity for VIPs to meet each other. So a lot of people at the West Coast event did go by themselves. They did not bring a +1, but they can attest that there will be a lot of people that you get to meet there, a lot of new friends, and I don't know. I heard the staff's also pretty cool, and we'll probably hang out with you as well.
So, real quick, we had a question. I saw it. Carol, so hotels. I don't know when you asked this question, but we will have, we're just going to send you guys a list of like hotels in the same vicinity that you could book. So you can choose between a bunch of different hotels right down. It's Center City, Philly. So there's tons of hotels down there that you could choose from. So we'll send that in. That'll be posted on the website. And then going back to Saturday after the event itself, as usual, we'll have the free signings all day. We'll play some games. We're going to give away a lot of stuff. And then we did a ton of giveaways in Vegas. It was a lot of fun. We did some game. We did Zingo. Casey and Noah ran Zingo. I don't know if we'll be playing Zingo again, but we might. What else? Oh, so then Saturday night we have the after party event. So that'll be free drinks, free food.
No after party at the Field House, RIP.
Is the Field House out of business?
Yeah, it's been closed for like years.
We had our 5-year anniversary party there.
All of my friends in college worked at the Field House. I would go all the time. Spot.
That's sad. Yeah, we had a couple parties at the Field House, post Comic-Con parties. Well, we won't be at the Field House. That's for sure. And then, and that's it. That's it.
Cool. So like Ralph just mentioned, our next VIP event will be taking place. Did you tell them the dates?
Yeah. September 23rd and September. Were you listening? Were you here? September
Yeah.
23rd, September 24th. It's right there too. So you'll see Friday night welcome in reception to be announced. It's not really a welcome in reception. I should probably change that. It's just like a get together event. And then Saturday is the event itself with an after party. Saturday night.
So our VIP tickets will be going on sale next week. Do we have an on sale date yet or no?
I don't think you are listening.
I was listening. This graphic has a lot of text on it.
So June 22nd, a week from today, at noon. Amber, are you texting while I'm talking? At noon next Wednesday, June 22nd. The tickets will go on sale. You're going to get 10% off. I see Jason standing behind Casey in the background. We'll give you 10% off at 48 hours. So get your tickets early because you could save. If you're getting a platinum ticket, you can save $35. So that's the thing. You want to get on this early. Gus, I don't see a comment. I just see your name came up. That was weird.
Yeah, I bet Gus.
Any other questions that you have that I already mentioned answers to? I just snorted. Sorry, that was.
You know, I would like to point out that I didn't know that Ralph was coming on NCW until literally he texted me saying, "By the way, I'm in the backstage for it."
No, I texted you yesterday and said I was coming. You don't remember.
The heads up on this was uncanny, but
Jason and Casey are making faces in the background.
I can't see the background because I'm on my iPad.
You're missing.
What's happening back there?
I don't know.
Can you bring them on screen really fast?
No.
So I can see?
Casey doesn't want to come on, she said.
Does Casey ever want to come on, or do we just?
There was Casey. Little cameo. Okay. Any questions? Anyone else have any questions? I didn't even see the questions in the comments.
No, probably because they weren't fun. So,
Catherine
coming. Going on sale.
I can't. When are the dates?
Well, I have Ralph on really fast. Why don't we shout out what you'll be doing this weekend?
Nothing.
You'll be in Dallas.
I'll be in Dallas at Fan Expo. So Jeff, we weren't going to go to Fan Expo, and then Jeff Cerrito, our buddy at Hot Flips, was like, "Hey, I got extra booth space." He talks like that, and so Jeff, let's see if there's a Hot Flips shout out. Jeff said he had extra booth space. I'm like a 3-hour drive from Dallas, so I was like, "Cool, I'll come up." And he's like, "Yeah, I can give you a few feet of space." I was like, let's just set up we'll get some collectible comment covers, get some graphic novels. We won't go crazy. And now Jeff's giving me like 10 feet of booth space. So now I have like a 10-foot booth space to fill up with like one Zenoscope banner. And I'm just going up to hang and like to sell some books and like to sign some stuff. But we'll have a big booth space at 7.
So if you guys will be at Fan Expo Dallas, or you live in Dallas, or you live in Texas, or you live in the surrounding area, and you're like, I don't have plans this weekend, you could take some of your Zenoscope books. You could take a lot of stuff. Will you have Grimm Fairy Tales Odyssey there? I'm guessing not.
No. I don't think so. No, I don't. Because they shipped everything like a week ago. They might. I don't think they put on.
The book actually was in a week ago, but I assume.
I know, but it wasn't on the shipping list.
Yes.
Jason, hop on for a second. God help me.
That would be the first time Jason was ever on NCW. We've been doing NCW for over a year. That's how
It's not the worst. It's not the worst thing. Is he coming on?
We're waiting.
We're waiting. Put a hot flip. We're gonna put a hot flips thing up there. That's the logo.
Yeah, so if you want to see, oh my geez,
I'm over there. Hello.
First time Jason was ever on NCW.
It's true. It's true. I'm honored.
We lost. We lost 17 viewers. We
just lost like so many viewers.
It was Kiara's birthday yesterday, and if you guys have been at the VCons for almost a year now, over a year, you'll know that Kiara's birthday happens on another holiday that Jason refuses to acknowledge as a holiday, which is also known as Flag Day. So we celebrated Flag Day at the office yesterday, and it should be noted.
We did celebrate Flag Day. And Kiara's birthday.
More importantly,
Kiara's birthday.
Well, I would say yes, it is more important. But Flag Day is just an important holiday as well that I would like to point out at the end. Okay.
So I want this is perfect time for me to tell you, Ralph. I wanted you to know that we celebrated your birthday. We got an ice cream cake, and we grilled.
Without me.
Well, you were in Texas, sir, but we had you on in our thoughts.
Wow.
They honored you.
Oh, amazing. Yes.
So we had an ice cream cake for you, and we grilled some burgers and some dogs, and we were like, "Happy birthday, Ralph!"
Thank you. That's exciting. It was very exciting for me as well.
Well, I
was actually in Seattle City, New Jersey, not far that weekend.
Really?
For my brother's wedding.
Yeah, your brother's. That's right. Yeah.
So I was around, but I didn't get.
Could have come to the office.
Could have come to the office.
Could have come.
It was only an hour and a half away.
I'm not so sure we would have got the cake and if you would have been there. It would have been different.
Weird. Very weird.
So anyway, you guys were just talking about the about Dallas Fan Expo. So this show to me is a little bit different than anything we've done this year, only in that the white box that Ralph's going to be bringing. Of course, he's obviously going to have books that he's going to be signing, graphic novels, stuff like that. The white box that's going to be at the booth with Ralph is unlike any white box that I've ever done at a show.
Ooh, special white box.
Yeah, there's some really, really good items in there. Some stuff that I've snuck in there. Don't tell Joe type of thing. Stuff that, like stuff that we just don't bring to conventions, like Kickstarter books, some VIP event only books, some really, really rare finds, that kind of thing. So if you guys do get a chance to go over to Dallas, I highly recommend it. Obviously, also too, being able to have Ralph there at a show is huge for us. Right in his backyard, having Ralph be able to sign things, that kind of thing.
Cool. I don't know. Is anybody going? Anybody on the watching going to Fan Expo? Please comment.
If Gary's in the stream, I'm sure Gary's going to be there.
She's not in on.
She's not going?
Gary,
no,
sure.
I haven't seen her in the comments for this one.
Oh, she hasn't been in the comments?
I'm supposed to sign a book for her, apparently. She just emailed customer service. I don't know. She's like, Ralph promised to sign a book for me, which I'm happy to do, especially if you come to the show.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, this was Jason's
well, no
first
one's
time
going to
at
Fan Expo, it
NCW.
seems. So.
Yeah, first time we've been in Dallas for years with Ralph. That's going to be awesome. And yeah, should be a great show. Also, too, you're right next to Hot Flips, and Hot Flips is Jeff and Charles. Are phenomenal.
Again, we are live. We are live. Which one of the two is Zenoscope? Which one of the three is
before Jason got here. Anyway, so after Fan Expo Dallas, our next show will be San Diego Comic-Con, which will be taking place the weekend/half week of July 20th. So if you guys are attending San Diego Comic-Con, if you'll be in the San Diego area, I mean, you won't be able to get tickets now, but, we joked about, we're like, what if we just sold books out of the hotel room? Like, what if people just came up and we were just like, here? Mark will be there on Saturday.
Nice.
Mark.
Yeah, Mark. Make sure you stop by the booth, Mark. We'll have a gift for you.
Mark, tell us whether Ralph's at the booth or not. Like, if he's not, take a picture.
Oh no!
Don't come, Mark. I'll tell you what. Don't come in the afternoon on Sunday.
Ralph's gonna be like,
I'll tell you that much.
Saturday between 1:30 and 1:40.
Well, I'll be there, but I'm not going on Sunday. I'm taking off around 3:00 because I got to get back to Austin.
Carol, I'm going to try and convince Diane to go, Carol, so we can have a drink in San Diego, and we're buying. All right. Definitely an adult beverage.
Diane ain't going to go to San Diego.
We're going to put her in a bag or something is what we're going to do. Just send her. Yeah, Diane doesn't do conventions.
No. Genda, we broadcast on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch at the same time.
But I'll admit, we don't really have much of a Twitch following.
Yeah, Twitch, we don't get too many people on yet. So I don't know if other people can see your comments either. That's weird, isn't it? Wish they could collate the comments.
Anyway, so if you'll be in San Diego, we'll be at our normal booth at 2301. So make sure you come by and see us. Everybody will be there. Jason doesn't know it. He might be dressed up as Santa.
Oh, Jay, you need to dress up as
Santa.
We're
doing a Christmas in July?
On Saturday, we'll be doing Christmas in July.
In San Diego.
Yup.
Yeah, Raven was actually giving me crap about that in Phoenix. He was saying that I need to start dressing up at the booth, as Captain Chaos or, in this case, Santa. Okay. I was saying, Raven, don't get crazy.
We'll get a cosplay for Jason.
So we will be dressed up.
If you want me to, sir, I will.
Santa/Christmas holiday-themed attire.
All right. Yes. All right. Sounds like a plan. Carol, if you're going to San Diego, I'm going to need alcohol on Saturday, if you could stop by with a small bottle of something, I'll make sure I sneak drinks when Amber's not looking.
Probably a bad idea.
Because I'll be hot in my Santa suit.
Probably a bad
There was
idea.
so quick side note that has nothing to do with this, but when I was working Star Wars Celebration, another publisher, not a comic publisher, a publisher that will be unnamed, but a real shout out to them. They're great people. They would call me into the booth like one time a day, and they would have tequila in the middle of the booth, and we'd all take tequila shots. And that's a shout out to a fantastic publishing house that I will not name, but just know that they are fantastic. They were at Star Wars Celebration, and if you don't know them, you can deduce it by their zipper listing. Okay.
Fantastic publishing house.
Yes. They're not a comic publisher, so
Okay.
not taking away from your business. I promise. Although they might
No
be
free plugs.
They might be a distributor for a comic now, so
Carol,
we're going off the rails now.
shout out to Liz's and the tequila that was at that booth.
Noah, do you want to join? We're now going all alcohol now.
Oh,
Look, there's Noah. No, get in here. Show them your haircut, dude. Have they seen you?
God.
Yeah, no,
Other than,
his hair.
Other than
Got his
So
hair?
did Jake.
coffee with Casey Noah?
Thank God.
Yeah, Noah got his haircut. And
Looks good.
I'm
old
not
hair
sure it's Noah.
His last hair was just long. A lot of hair.
Damn, look,
Yeah.
look.
When-
Antonio's
when,
here. Oh,
Team the
Robbie's here.
boys.
All right. I'm gonna leave. You guys enjoy.
Oh, good God. How dare you? How dare you? You brought on your
I was
antiques.
talking about in the last stream, everybody.
You're bringing in your antiques. You're bringing in your fossils and showing everybody from way back in the 90s.
Look how
Amber.
these are the Dem Boys rings. Anyway, well,
This is the boys' ranks.
we are far off the rails. It was lovely having everybody on the show, Jason. Thank you for your first appearance of NCW.
Thanks for having me. That was very kind of you guys to bring me on. I'm honored. Thank you.
Oh, goodbye. So now we will do since the ending of this show. I saw him in the comments before, but this week's winner for our NCW Collectible cover is Gus Salazar. So congratulations, Gus. Lots of confetti to you, my favorite emoji. And thanks so much for being an NCW tuner-inner and commenting. This week's stipulation will be comment what issue got you starting to read Grimm Fairy Tales. So whether it was issue 57, if it's one of the ones mentioned in Odyssey today, like 37, if you started all the way back at Grimm Fairy Tales #1, just comment below. Tell us when you started reading. Because we're really glad to have you. We have really gone off the rails on this. My bad, everybody, but sometimes it's fun every so often. Next week's release is Robin Hood Annual Children of Darkness. If you guys haven't read Hearts of Darkness, which features Robin Hood and Mystere, that came out a couple weeks ago. I had Joe on. Gonna ask Joe to come back on for this annual. We'll see if he is available. If so, the last time I got yelled at for not giving him prepared questions, so I will do that again because I know how much he enjoyed it. Some other quick things that are going on. Like we mentioned, Ralph will be at Fan Expo Dallas this upcoming weekend. So if you have anything that you'd like to sign, etc., he'll be at the Hot Flips booth. I believe it's booth 737. And then our next event after that is San Diego Comic-Con. We will no longer be attending Fan Expo Chicago or attending Denver Comic-Con. We are just going straight to San Diego, and then from there we will be doing C2E2, Emerald City, and New York. But in between those is our VIP East Coast event, which will be taking place in Philadelphia. Tickets go on sale next week. As Ralph mentioned, if you buy within the first 48 hours, you will save 10% off of all ticket sales. So make sure that you get your tickets ASAP when it goes on sale for June 22nd. Speaking of June 22nd, aka next week, that is another NCW happening then, but also our VCon will be taking place over those 2 lovely days. If you guys want to get first access at our collectible covers, great convention deals, you want to listen to an awesome interview, I believe Don Mateague is the guest, make sure that you tune in with us for the VCon happening next week in the middle to late week. Our following week, then we'll be doing our movie club movie where we'll be unveiling our latest cover, The Crow. You can get our total recover. It's out now. So hang out with the team for that. Our next retailer live stream is happening July 5th. And it is with Richmond Comics, Inc. I know we're about a month away from that, but the shout out for there as well. Okay, gonna wrap this up very, very beautiful. It was great to see everybody. I will see you next Wednesday at 3 p.m. on NCW. This is Amber signing off, where you come for the covers, but you stay for the stories. I will see you guys next Wednesday at 3 p.m.